So we are in the battle bus, we are in game here, not with Envy Tyler H, but rather with what is hopefully, yep, Shadow and Virgo. At this point, 392 points going to the last game. As you can tell, really stacked game. Evan and Carbon, Sphinx and Cooper, Ozone Chance, Electro being in there as well, DJ and Sprite, G-Money and Reed. There's obviously as well Chaos, pretty good player in here as well, Fedic and Taz, Kain and Havoc, Madeline Klein and McKay, Polar Status, Aminishit and Tyler. So obviously a very, very good lobby. Quite stacked, but let's see how Shadow and Virgo are going to take this up. Pretty sure that they're going to pop off. They're going to be landing here in Slurpee, as I expected, as I believed. I saw on Twitter. Obviously replay, but can't see the map. They're going to the western side of Slurpee Swamp. And dropping here is pretty simple. And you figure out and very good. We died a couple times throughout this game as well. It's against Fedic, and Fedic has ended up going down despite having to stop that. And now Virgo is on board with the barrier. As I basically almost dead, he managed to take down his opponent. And he does end up holding it. 1 HP, definitely going to get arrested. Shadow now back in the mark as well. Very basic off spawn in the reload, getting a little bit deep, but in the end, it's looking good. And tiny a little bit, obviously, very deep. 500 HP, haven't got me to down. But at this point, Shadow has disengaged, kind of, and he's using a better percentage. You can tell a lot of people, holy shit, so many people. Everybody landing to the 13 teams already, so you can tell already 7 teams have gone down. But ends up going down the path. There, but the elimination for Shadow. Virgo at this point is disengaged, so he's doing the smart play, looking for some loot elsewhere, while Shadow holds it down here at Slurpee. Oh, girl, pick it. Oh my god! Yo! Shadow, that was nasty! He recognized his opponent and started double pickaxing, instantly edited and managed to go with the 4-piece. Absolutely beautiful. Yay! Yes, 100 already. Wait, chill. Oh my god, he's getting flanked. Yeah, good. He's a guy. Oh man. Yeah, I feel bad. That was just crazy. But yeah, as you can tell, with Virgo disengaging, they have loot, they have Grace kind of respond with their mad quality. So see how they play this out now. And I'm really curious. Just 13 minute game that they do end up winning the first game. Virgo definitely trying to die. Hold on. Let's rewind. Let's press that in 1x to see how he fights this. He's against Carbo and again another very good player, professional. Edit on his face, 124, and he gets a little bit overconfident. He takes it down. Really big shame. Shadow, that's shotgunless. Shotgunless is a bit crazy. And luckily he does have a little bit of material, not really much. But as he has a weapon to protect himself, there's just so much loot on this map, so you can really bounce back. Very little bit using Virgo also, now going towards the lockdown. A little bit further away from Shadow, recognizing that there's nobody here. Quite unlooted, I will believe it, completely unlooted even here at lockdown. Uncontested, has the flow rate, has already the HP, the healers if you want to pop for the shield. He also has that bit of SMG, definitely so good, the multi SMG. And that means he get himself a pop as well. I would assume that here they're just going to use these I don't know what you call them, the technology. Oh, self slam by Evan. Interesting. But anyways, Virgo again just looking for more loot, getting as much loot as he can. He might try to cheat Evan, or that's exactly what's happening here now. Let's see how this fight goes. 17 goes. Yeah, this time with a 112 out of Virgo. Good. You should recognize that the opponent was going to drop down on this wall there. Shadow goes down to Virgo once again. Down to 30 HP, which is definitely going to be good. 20 HP on Virgo. Good movement out of Virgo to get out of there. Now that Shadow is fun, okay, Carbon goes down, but Shadow is still alive, luckily. And well, I mean, don't need to try to look for a little bit more loot. I mean, at this point, I would believe they're just kind of. It is interesting. I figured they were going to play a little bit more of a safer game, but as you can tell, apparently the meta for Rio is really going to those high kill, high even games. Get a phase that's so important to get that flipping phase. And Virgo landing zone on the supply drop. They seem to put the other speed. Yeah, single word. Yeah, real. Just managed to get some very necessary. 36 HP, we are 1, and he's gonna get left out. So, Virgo, managed to disengage, does manage to disengage. Interesting stats, but again, Shadow's already fighting between all of them. So this separate, basically 0 lead. I mean, to be honest, the fact that they win this game is crazy. I guess it's just really, being a pro gives you the ability to just turn your games around. Right now they're looking really, really shambles. But in general, I feel like they're just looking for elimination. They want the elimination points, and they're going for the refreshes. I mean, I feel like eventually what they're waiting for is before they chill for a little bit, is perhaps maybe find like one massive refresh that's going to allow them to kind of play out their end game. And I think at this point they stopped cheating. I think they were just looking towards actually just playing out their game as it is, and notice how they're really far, like literally other sides of the map right now. So they're in shadow. But they have like this lane storm, they're okay, and I think that's the best thing about teams right now, is that they're both alive. They've managed to stabilize the situation, and I would think that very soon they're going to get together. Shadow also going to get an eliminate coming second. Let's see how he goes. I would think he's going to free somebody in the back. Oh, there's a little fight going on in that third party. See how this elimination is going to go. Just get together with Virgo now. Block kill. Wow. Shadow on 1 HP. Oh, he did not kill. That was... Oh, that was Brando. Sorry. And now, they're doing a big payout now. They just got the message from Virgo. They're really approach extremely deep. So, I'm going to put that country. Oh, interesting shot. Really good fighting out of this team, man. These two are really good fighters. They're really good box fighters. I'm very, very surprised. I thought they wouldn't beat this guy. I know Virgo's crazy. I didn't know Shadow was like moving like this. But I mean, I suppose if he played with Marvin Spins, there's a reason behind it. He gets killed. 120 and not dead. That's just so frustrating. But yeah, now Shadow has resources of HP, has material, has the resources to fight. They're gonna re-engage here in this little fight with Fruity. I've never seen this person in my life, don't know who that is. 6-7 HP, W. Anyway, Shadow is on the worst play right now, kind of resource, and once he gets some good Shadow, Virgo might want to maybe buy one as well himself. Choose not to. Instead, they're going to once again look to engage him in this fight, it would look like. Virgo is looking like he's going to go down shortly. It's a little bit scary to see. Shadow is going to end up being alive. But it also looks like they do end up getting the elimination. Yeah, 117 out of Virgo, really nice damage. He does end up going down. This could be somebody we know. I just don't know them specifically. And let's see, Shadow does end up managing to take down 12 and out and Shadow with the 50 back in the box, 200 land, and Virgo has respawned. And just like that, they have all those reasons themselves. And I guess this is where they do have a little bit of breakness on the elimination. And they do just settle for the game. There's one more death out of Shadow before he respawns and they get some sort of eliminations. Virgo doesn't die anymore, so let's watch this from Shadow's perspective, because let's get the next kill. I think Shadow's gonna die. I think that's just what's gonna end up happening. So yeah, now again, Evan and Carbo, their next victim, they're this full team. So, I mean, I guess you wanna call it you got full team. I guess this is what you gotta do, you gotta live, and at some point you gotta really restart the perspective. I got something on that. Oh, Virgo's just looking at Evan. Oh my god, that's what he's saying in box. Virgo is 1 HP on the dot. Oh hell no. One hard match. 1 HP. He has nothing to his name. Shadow's gone. Shadow's gone. Boys, go back to the loot, no? Oh, that's what we're gonna get together here. We are gonna get together, and Shadow managed to get a blue range here. Did he get an Elam here? Virgo did get it. I think he got killed stuff. Yeah, he did. He just got that one right there. But now it's time for Shadow. It's Shadow's turn to frag out now. Let's see if he got Shadow here. So he's gonna get a couple of receptions. He just go around the side. Opponent elevates, they follow very quickly. Generally good fighting. And just ton of confidence and just genuine double team. I was doing this strat here out of these two. They're landing in Loki, they're going at a contested DOI. I feel like in general they're playing this fight. They're really confident and I'm just playing the board. They got a top 5 out of it. I guess just really need to play aggressive in these real games. Power now, 3 more. It's already top 3 and it's only 6 zone. They got the mini different kind of damage out to Jazz. I wonder how you're gonna get this elimination here. You're gonna get disengaged because it's the 2-tip. And Virgo's already in zone. And yeah, you're just showing it. I guess now you're just trying to look for the final few duels to kind of wipe them out. And I mean, it's just a pretty good focus of fighting. And I mean, here this kind of, I think that's just what they know they fall, right? So, I maybe this wasn't the best game to use as an example, but like they're not really playing for anything at any point. This reload, they're really just everything like crazy. You got a Tyson right now, and on the back, you got a John, and just like that. You really like to slide there out of Virgo. Sliding to the side, to the left, to kind of just take away the right hand peak aesthetic there. Really sensational stuff. That's really good movement out of Virgo. And this is why I've been saying that this kid is the future, man. I've been saying this since he called Global. This kid is the future. He is so good. He knows how to fight so well. I mean, having played Build for Rise, and he's one of the first exactly season 1 before we know that he's good. He's got potential. He's extremely fast in the jungle. And I feel like he just needs to find a good teammate. And once he does, once again, you know, back together with Shadow. Back when he played with Curly and Nash in Major 1, he really showcased his fighting ability. So 1v1 versus Evan and Carbone. These two seem like the ops, and I really picked up the last second there. Let's go back. Let's watch that elimination. Let's see how Virgo handles these pressures. He's obviously going to take a lot of damage right here. But let's see, he's boxed up. Let's see how he's going to handle Evan's pressure here. Inside it on his face as Evan got this. The guy got very, very good stuff there. And it would seem that Shadow's going to go down, or not. Virgo's going to get the elimination. And realistically, a shorter video chat, but if there's one thing that we can make out about this game and about in general, there's strategy. And if you look as well at the top pros match history, I'm going to go here within Fortnite and I'm going to show you guys what I'm saying on NA, for example, right here. Let me pull this up right. So, if you look at the leaderboard, you can very clearly see Josh Riley and Nyamzo, 85 elims, 88. But notice how they dropped 123 eliminations. These guys were different. And notice how we also have Ionzo and Josh Riley. He got first, second, third. That is literally 1.4 average placement, 6 wins. Disgusting out of Josh and Ionzo. These guys are freakish. They're like the complete. What am I watching? Just, oh my god. That is insane match history. Consistency is literally peak here for Yonzo. Cooper and Sinks, extremely consistent as well, doing really well, showcasing why they're at the top, why they're one of the best duos in NA. Evan and Carbone a little bit underrated. The new Gen Boys and Ritual and Aegis as well, they do drop just a couple bombs to end up finishing 4th. Shadow and Virgo, 123 elims. These guys are absolutely crazy. Look at the amount of elims that they're dropping. And just like that, that's just a clinic of WPing, realistically. Managing to also, like, realize when to fight, when not to fight, when to stay alive, when to not, when you can, like, kind of just jump in, and when you can just have to hold off because your teammate is dead. Really good timing out of them. I think that's something that was very well showcased during this voting that we did, and we can all very clearly learn from that you really just kind of gotta be aggressive in these reload tournaments. Also, do want to highlight my boys, who I will make a video on. This is Brazil, sorry, I'm on the wrong region. Do want to highlight my boys right here that I personally coached myself, and I think that we did a very good job. DMT on top, would you look at that? Oh, yeah, I have Virgo added, forgot to add that, so, like, you know, mention that, I have Virgo added. So again, Virgo, congratulations on your recent placements, even though you're probably not going to see this, I just want to point it out. I'm a big fan, and I'm loving what you're doing right now. Keep that shit up. So yeah, basically, if you want a W key, VOD, Shadow, and Virgo, these kids are just demons, right? And I coached Tekka in Rooney, and he doesn't have Rooney in his name because he's on call, so it's a little bit harder for him to change his name into Rooney. But as you can tell, solid match history, 310 points, top 2,217, not a bad placement whatsoever. DMT is actually coming up, bro. We are up and comers, bro. As you can tell, I got the DMT G tag on my name. Honestly, we're just gonna win shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's about it, realistically. As you can tell, Virgo has really good movement. I really want to emphasize the necessity of having good movement. Notice how he's constantly walking left to counter his opponent's peaks. He's constantly giving himself good edits, and he, in general, clearly has very good aim. Really good timing for fighting out of both of them as well. Shadow, an absolute freak mechanically, apparently. I mean, that clip was disgusting. He literally just destroyed that guy. I don't even remember his name, but he literally shit on the kid full box 200. Almost shit on Reed as well, so Reed, very notable player that we want to maybe point that out, you know, like, what do you mean you're almost, like, consistently, you know, shitting on Tier 1 pros? It really shows that these two, they're on a very high level right now, and I think they're just locking and grinding, and it's basically the same thing with Clicks and Hakes, man. But honestly, very proud to see Shadow and Virgo, especially Virgo, my boy. Big fan of him doing so well. If you want to learn from them, I recommend you going through this entire tournament with your duo so that you can learn how to W key. Making sure that you're breaking down the micro movement. Micro movement is so incredibly important. You want to make sure that you're really just strafing. You want to be unpredictable, and clearly they also make sure to have good positioning as well as they have good fighting in general, right? Good fighters are just going to see success. And yeah, if you want to learn how to W key, this is the video for you. This is going to help you a lot. And also, learn from Shadow and Virgo by botting yourselves. That'll be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching another Coach Nas Explains. I know this wasn't the best video, it wasn't the longest video, I know it's not my best, but I'm gonna do some slightly better videos that I got coming out. Coming up, you know, in the coming days, and it's gonna be actually crazy because I have some bangers cooked up, some of them already recorded, just finishing editing. So yeah, peace, puss.